Hey y'all, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of Infinite Lock. It's your boy Eric, and today we have another ITZY reaction. We have their newest MV for Sneakers, and then we have the dance practice going right after it. Man, a lot of exciting news lately, man. I just did a big collab reaction with another big time channel, way bigger than me. Big time channel that's been at it for a little while, with a whole bunch of subscribers. So really love what they do on that channel, so I can't wait for you all to see it. It'll probably come out soon, but I know this will probably drop before then. Yeah, so again, ITZY, one of the main characters of 4th Gen Girls, which is, you know, arguably the toughest category of K-pop to endure these days. Every group that's been dropping has been coming out with hits or just, you know, turning heads, and I think ITZY is definitely at the top of that heap with a couple other groups. Dancing has always been their strength, I feel like, and I think that, you know, just they've been consistent with their style. But I always wonder, as these groups start to get older and you know, a couple more years in the industry, you know, you got like a song like a Mafia. It was very ITZY sounding, but it was a little bit more mature, I guess, down to the styling and just the aesthetic of the video, the leather, stuff like that. And it was less colorful, I think, than like the other videos, the Icy and the Not Shy and stuff like that. So I'm interested to see what we're gonna get here. I've been seeing mixed reviews about this all over the net. You know, I've tried to stay away from the challenges and stuff like that that the idols have been doing. So I've heard part of the hook, but I cut the volume before I could hear it all. So yeah, all I know is CHAERYEONG is my bias. She's one of my favorite female idols in the game. This better be her era because I've been waiting on it. I honestly feel like she ate Mafia's era, but I feel like she hasn't gotten an era where it's truly been her yet. I feel like, I don't know. I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments if you think she had an era where it was like legitimately her time to shine. But I mean, a dance break or something. I just feel like she's got too much star power for her not to have her own era now, not to overshadow any of the other members because they're all stars. But you know, I just feel like I could be being biased towards my bias. But yeah, so I'm interested to see what roles they're all gonna play in here. So let's jump into it. Before we get into the video, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, to your post notifications on. Got a lot of stuff coming your way. And yeah, ITZY with Sneakers. I'm sorry, YUNA. You know I gotta. Come on, Shay. Ooh, black hair is amazing on her. These looks. The harmonies. YEJI is an all-rounder too. I'll be forgetting she could sing. Was that a middle finger, Miss Leah? Oh, okay. Okay. RYUJIN be looking like two different people when she has long hair than when she has short hair. Okay, footwork. Put some respect on Che's vocals. Come on now. Much more than just a dancer. Hey. Come on. Okay, YEJI. I like the line distribution here. Are those shoes falling over the top? Raining shoes. Hey. Hey. I feel like we're back to debut ITZY. Okay, YUNA. Who's in the background? Oh, Che looks amazing. Come, hold on now. Come through, Bias. This is gonna be stuck in my head for like a month. Hey! Hey! Come on, Center Che. Hey! Hey! So that was ITZY with Sneakers. Super fire. Definitely super fire. I love the video. It's very ITZY. It was just everything about it was very ITZY-esque. I always like when the brand is strong, when they keep the branding of what's going on. I do feel like this was more debut ITZY vibes, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I just feel like once you get to like a Mafia, even Loco, I just feel like, well, no, it was probably more cuter than Loco a little bit to me. But yeah, it was like icy. It was like icy era, like around. I feel like I would expect something like this to drop around that era. I can understand why people aren't necessarily satisfied with this because they probably feel like it's more of a debut song or a first comeback song rather than a, you know, this deep in the game song. But I think everything is by design. I think it's super catchy, and I think that that's what a lot of groups are going for now. You need something that's going to buzz the airwaves for a while. We're in the TikTok era of making music. And this is definitely the choreography is definitely really TikTok choreography. We see a lot of the interactions between idols now during the dance challenges. You're gonna see a lot of that with this. Like, it's almost like a lot of the songs are geared towards that now as a trend almost, and you can't be mad at it because those are the songs that tend to stick a lot of times now, because that's how people are basing the numbers and the metrics. So I can understand where people are coming from that don't necessarily like this, but I can also understand where the production team is coming from with making something like this at this stage in their career. I do think they're still able to get away with this because they're still young and they're still early on in their career, even though they are technically veterans. They've been here for a while. I think now if they would have made something like this in 2 years from now, then it would have been like, okay, you know, this is, we got to grow out of that. But I don't think there was anything wrong with that. And again, catchy. I like the line distribution. I love the styling. I love the colors, the emphasis on the sneakers and the shoes, even though it looked like they had super huge shoes on. But I like the emphasis on that to go with the theme. Again, I think I might have said it, but the color schemes of what they were wearing was really good. I think I'm satisfied with how much CHAERYEONG got here. I think that she had a bunch of moments to shine here. And I like when the members that don't typically have those vocal moments get them. I like YUNA's parts. I like CHAERYEONG's parts. I think ITZY will blossom into a more balanced vocal group than people will give them credit for now. I think as they continue to elevate, I just think the music they make now is not really suited for a lot of power vocals, so they can really get away with that. But as they get older and more mature, I think they will have to sprinkle in more vocals going forward, and I think that they will develop into that as well. But dance-wise, across the board, just a whole group of dancers, you can't really find much groups better than ITZY. When you talk about, you know, catchy choreography, the footwork, even though it's a cute song, I mean, there's still a lot of footwork involved with all that's going on. You know, I like the ending. I saw something where they were saying the crowd fan chants, they're like sounding off at the end as they put the crowns on. I think that's fire. I haven't really seen that on a music show yet. So let's get into dance practice so we can see more of the choreo. It just seems so effortless for them. They're like mesmerizing. YEJI really does have a very nice vocal. She can do everything. These harmonies are very good though. Hey. Okay, YUNA. Leah has improved so much. Ooh, how she controlling him, that's so fire. Hey. That transition is crazy. I love when groups do this, when they pair up like this in the partners. Man, I love when she gets vocal parts in the title tracks. She eats them. Hey. They basically heel toeing for real. You know they gonna have that dance break in there. Good ripple effect. I've said this before, and I really think that YUNA, especially because of her youth, I think that she will develop. I think that she really will shock people with her vocals in a couple years. Honestly, I think that she will continue to develop vocally, and I think she'll get to a very very solid level vocally, and I think Yuna could be a star in years from now. I mean, she already has star quality now, but I think that once she adds that vocal, like that vocal that I think that she can, I think she won't have any she won't have any glares in her artistry. They all look like born performers, you know what I mean, in one way, shape, or another. They're all different. I think as performers, they all have a different aura about them. Every last one of them. They have a different adjective or just a different word that describes how they perform, but they all look comfortable and they all just look like stars, each one of them. I think YEJI is one of the most talented fourth gen idols in the industry. She can do everything. Che is definitely one of the best dancers. RYUJIN has some of the best stage presence. I think Leah holds them together vocally. Even though YEJI can sing, and even though all the members have they have nice track vocals from what I've seen. I think Leah just definitely holds them together vocally because she can go some places that the others can't, I feel like, vocally. And then Yuna I just think she's a sponge. Like, I just think that she will absorb a little bit of, she's like a chameleon. I think that she can fit any concept. I think she'll absorb the different talents of all of the other members, and she'll take all that in and really develop. Even though, like I said, she is a star now, I think that she's built for the big stage right now. But it's just everything comes with experience and time, and I think that she will continue to improve. But ITZY is definitely making big leaps as a group consistently, even though they are one of the more popular groups out. They're still improving, and I love to see that. So Leah improved so much. The feat is so satisfying. Who choreographed this? Hey, hey, hey. Fire. I like that ending a whole lot. So that was ITZY with the sneakers dance practice. Again, I can sit here and talk all day, but I really wanted to get that out about ITZY. I think that they really will continue to grow. I think that their discography screams ITZY. Again, I haven't heard too many B-sides other than the ones that they've had that have been just as popular as the title tracks that I've reacted to, like Swipe and stuff like that. But I think that they do have this certain style that they've fallen into, which is not a good thing or a bad thing. I think, again, I love when the branding is strong for these groups, but I also do love to see expansion as well, and I think that that's what keeps you at the top as time goes on, is expanding your sound. So I'm interested to see, like, it's not like I expect ITZY to be making R&B songs or anything like that, but just slight variations in their songs, like how Not Shy was more of that islandy type, I don't know, type of vibe. It was a little different than like a Icy or something like that. Again, I feel like this is very solid, but I think it's for the moment. I think it's a song that's gonna eat on TikTok. It's gonna eat on challenges. It's gonna eat on, it's super catchy. It's gonna be stuck in your head for a while. Like, it's just one of those types of songs. It's gonna serve that purpose. But I don't know how memorable it's going to be in their discography. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's gonna be as memorable as a Not Shy or as a Wannabe or something like that. But it's they're definitely still building on their sound. And yeah, I'm super impressed with all of them, but really YEJI, just because I knew that she could do everything, but just hearing her in these vocal capacities, she's a hell of a performer, she's a hell of a dancer, she has stage presence, but when you throw the vocal in there, she has the swag, everything. She's really suited for, like, I feel like a number of choreographies, but I feel like that hip hop swag vibe is YEJI to a T. I feel like that's honestly a lot of them, honestly, for the most part. Like, I feel like a lot of them fit that, like, hip hop swag category, honestly, even more so than they get to show with ITZY. CHAERYEONG too as well. I feel like she fits that mold. I'm not mad at this era at all. I'm not mad at it. Like I said, I'll just be honest and say that I don't think it necessarily added anything to ITZY, but it didn't take away as well. And you can't be mad at that. You know what I'm saying? They didn't hurt themselves with this, and it's a new comeback that's gonna do well. It's gonna do numbers. It's gonna chart. But I just feel like I want to see more from them in terms of just changing up their typical style. But that's just me. I love ITZY. That's just me being a fan. You know what I mean? So before y'all go, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, turn your post notifications on. Got a lot of stuff coming your way. And yeah, till next time.